a non-EX card that is doing an insane amount of damage. Yes, that's the Houndstone for you guys. Hey, Tier 1, absolutely superb S tier deck, ladies and gentlemen, super OP. What you see here in front of you is an amazing deck that I actually fell in love with. I was actually facing that deck a few times, so I was like, you know what? Something is up with it. I mean, it did perform well once against me, the other time kinda not. So I really wanted to try it out, and I was surprised how well it is, how fun to play it is. It is definitely a combo-ish deck, so it needs a little bit time to set up. I wouldn't say like it's gonna be a straight up S tier, but I really think it's gonna be there somewhere on the top, probably. The only thing is, like I said, it really depends on the draws and the setup. Kinda is having though a hard time against the Chien Pao because our Houndstone, which is the main sweeper of this deck, is 130 damage. So let's get onto it. The thing is, Houndstone is a Pokemon that does more damage the more Pokemon you discard, and for that we have its pre-evolution Greavard that is doing just like 30 damage, but it's also like discarding a Pokemon. And we also do have the Gourgeist, which we know from the previous set, right? It was really good for dealing ASAP against cards like Dano and stuff, right? So Gourgeist only needs 1 energy to do 70 massive damage for that, but needs to also discard a card, right? So yet another way to discard even more Pokemon, because like I said, the more Pokemon you discard and have in your graveyard, the more damage Houndstone does, and it can really go to 100 plus. We had 130, 50, 170. It was crazy. Forgot to mention, there is also like a Klefki that is a really cool Pokemon. It's like a Pokemon Guzma, so to say, because it can be on the bench and you can activate its ability to like destroy tools from the active Pokemon, and then it discards itself, right? So you can see it's all about the discarding. We are also running 2 copies of Meloetta. You kind of want to start with the Meloetta on the front just to be able to draw cards. The energy, however, goes to the bench most of the time. Since we also are running 2 copies of Plaza, we probably will be able to like retreat our front Pokemon for 0 cost, so I wouldn't be bothering putting energy on the Meloetta unless there's really nothing else to do, right? But Meloetta is there to serve us to get and draw more Pokemon which we wanna discard. And yeah, most of the time I do discard like that second copy of like extra copies of Meloetta, and then really depends on the early game how we draw. Ideally, I want to have the 2 puppies set up on the bench, so for that case, I discard the second kind of set of the pumpkins. Really depends. Make sure that you have 1 Houndstone ready on the bench to do massive damage, and for that, you maybe have to either discard everything else, right? That's about that. We are running a Sightseer that is getting you stage 1 Pokemon, so Houndstone or the Gourgeist, 1 copy of Copycat, of course, Cyrus. Other cards to reconsider: May, that can draw you more Pokemon and swap Pokemon. Rad, to do like even more damage with your Houndstone. You can also probably find room for Giant Capes, and so like I said, you are a little bit scared of the Chien Pao that does exactly 130, so like you want to have 150 HP on the Houndstone just to be safe. And I've seen also versions with Cofagrigus, Box or whatever it's called, it actually discards even 2 cards and does massive 120 damage. But I felt like, you know, with the pumpkins and stuff, it's like a little bit faster. Is an option, right? 120 damage for 2 energy is massive, although kinda a little bit slower then. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, and all that great stuff, and enjoy the gameplay. See you next time. Okay, poppers, sure. It's a Frigibax. I'm so surprised. Okay, yes. The bout. They do be boutin'. Yeah, if somebody has an opener, they do have an opener, right? I mean, ours is not too bad, but yeah, could have been better. This might be our second dog. No, why would it be, right? Why would it be? Alright, I'm sorry, Meloetta, but you're the one that bites the dust here first. Bye. That's a Shawani. I'm cooked because like Chimpao can snipe my dog while it's on the bench since it has 130 HP in total. So yeah. Stop using ice pops. Tails. Shit. Okay, next turn they go in and clappies. Nice too. Oh wow, look at that. I'm dumb. Why didn't I play Klefki? Right, I could have played Klefki to get the boat. Right, yeah. Well. Stupid me, stupid me. I still kinda have to preserve the Klefki. Because, like, they're running cap, right? For sure. I actually don't know if that matters anyways. Not cap, cape. Ah well. Yeah, might have to set up another pumpkin. Oh wow, you're giving me that? What? Do you have a Excalibur, bruh? No, they just like flexing the boat. Yeah, they're gonna snap my Amogus. What? What is happening? What is happening? Azuriel. Hey, here's our doggy, man. Um... Shit. I mean, it's just like one-shots us, right? So... yeah, that's not ideal, man. It really doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. But they still don't have energy, so... I could have discarded a card, but I guess we can also do this. And ram them with the pumpkin! Which was bad. I don't want to discard those two, though. Don't wanna. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like doing kind of 90 damage, guys. Okay. Oh my god. If we get another doggy, then we're good. But never lucky, guys. Never lucky. Oh shit. Alright, GG. Alright, GG, boys. Deceived. Was playing tricks on him.